Out at the beer store. And this one sounds familiar. From Lagunitas Brewing Company, the Beast of Both Worlds Bi-Coastal IPA, East Coast flavor, West Coast clarity, 8% ABV. And this is nice. They actually have a description on the can. And they mention Citra and Mosaic. Although it is kind of an old can. Looks like it's from July. So I'm making just about 6 months old. That's, well, it's 8%, so it should be fine. Anyway, pour it into the IPA glass, and yeah, it's almost like a carrot orange. Although, much like the other one that I had a few weeks ago, I would not call this one clear. It's actually quite hazy. I mean, not hazy as like a New England hazy, but pretty darn hazy. Could be the old can. Got about 2-3 fingers of kind of eggshell foam there. Let's give this thing a smell. It smells like a juicy kind of beer. In fact, I actually could smell it as soon as I popped the can. I was pouring it, even from an arm's length away. I mean, definitely smells like a glass of your breakfast juice if you get that. So, yeah. So Citra and Mosaic. That's just all tropical fruits. Probably big pineapple, mango, passion fruit. Has like a slight vanilla component, although I think that's a combination of like the high alcohol and also a little bit of oxidation. Yeah, it's like slight lemon in here, which is, it's really not that distracting in an IPA because like you can have the citrus things anyways, but I wouldn't really call this one grassy or dank though, or spicy. This one's just like all juice. I mean, it's got, yeah. Pretty juicy, although I can tell there's alcohol in there. All right, so let's get to drinking here. Cheers. Yeah, to me this is kind of like something I would get from Other Half for Equilibrium or, one of those types of breweries. It definitely tastes like classic hazy. I mean, it tastes just like I said on the nose. This is like all tropical fruit juice. It's actually quite peachy. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'd say it's like peach, passion fruit, definitely mango or pineapple. I mean, it's all the usual suspects that you get with citric and mosaic hops. It'd be nice as brewers to start using something a little bit different. I mean, there's tons of experimental hops out there now. I will say that, as far as like the best of the both worlds thing, this does kind of throw back to like the Imperial IPAs of the early days of this show, like the big 8, 9, 10%, but also like those big body, high bitterness IPAs. This is actually like, it's all about the mouthfeel. Like this one, I'd probably put it like medium full. I don't know if I would call it like sticky. Some of those old school ones, like, like Ruination or like Southern Tier, Unearthly, something like that. Those are like carbonated syrup. This one has a thicker mouthfeel. Yeah, medium full. I'd probably put it about low, maybe moderately low carbonation. Even though it is hazy, it does not have that hazy texture to it. So there's probably no oats or wheat or lactose in here. Although I am kind of disappointed, like it says West Coast clarity, and this is not clear. I would want to see an IPA like as clear as a German Pilsner or a cider. Since this can's old, I am picking up on oxidation, and to me, it's just coming across as like lemon lollipop. So like, I like probably the average newbie, or just a normie, I should say. Like, if I gave this to my dad or something, he wouldn't even notice it. You would just associate like that lemon flavor just with IPA. So it's really not like super distracting here. But I mean, people's palates are different. Some people would just get it like just straight up cardboard or paper or something like that, and they wouldn't like it. But to me, this is very tolerable. And it's funny because like when they're saying East Coast, so when I think East Coast, I think like Dogfish Head 60-minute, anything like super piney from the early days of this show. But I guess by East Coast they mean like New England, which is like a different kind of IPA. They should have said like northeast meets southwest. Like that would be a better selling point. I get a little bit of kind of a grassy or herbally kind of sensation in the aftertaste. The bitterness on this one is, I'd call it like firm. Like it's not like to the ruination or, arrogant bastard or something like that. Intense bitterness. I could have looked it up. I'm gonna assume this is probably about 60 maybe. If it's more than 70, I'd be shocked. Although maybe the hops have dropped because the can is kind of old. I will say it does leave a kind of sweet aftertaste, which I think is just like from like the alcohol and like this is like a legit authentic fruity flavor. So I mean, if you drink breakfast juice, like that fruity aftertaste. But yeah, this is really drinkable. I'm just kind of disappointed that because this can's so old. Like, I think this would have been much better. I'm sure it is better when it's fresh. Not that I don't like it. I like it. It's good. It's just not amazing. So as far as the score for the Lagunitas Beast of Both Worlds, this is a solid 7. I think if it was fresh, it'd be like at least an 8, maybe a little bit more. I'm rambling. If you watch all the way in, you're awesome. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you for Cider Saturday. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.